Hey guys, so we are starting our restaurant review series here on Exploring Temecula. We're starting with Oscar's Brewing Company. I want to keep the intro short, but when we start the video, I do want to get into a little bit of our mission and how it's going to help you, as a Temecula resident or somebody just visiting. So let's get into the video. Okay, so first things first, guys, we love Temecula, of course, one of my favorite cities, but what I will, and I'm going to be honest here, the restaurant scene overall, in my opinion, is probably the most average thing about Temecula. We are going to hit on everything in regards to Temecula when it comes to these restaurants. I'm not going to blow a restaurant up if we just didn't have a really good experience or the food was just not good. I'm not going to do a video on it. But there are restaurants, in our opinion, that have good food but maybe not the best ambiance, or average food but great ambiance, and we really enjoyed ourselves. So there are things at each of these restaurants that we're going to go over that we enjoyed. We just want to point them out for each and every restaurant so you have an idea before going what to expect. When it comes to Oscar's Brewing Company, we went there twice. Or I personally went there twice, once for lunch and once for dinner. One of the reasons I wanted to do that is because when I went there during the day, I strongly suggest that if you're going to go to Oscar's Brewing Company, that you experience it during the day because of the pond, because of the views. It's really, really nice, guys, and that's an honest opinion. Sit on the patio and the views are nice, the weather's perfect. So that would be one thing that I would absolutely 100% go to Oscar's Brewing Company for. Another thing, they did an amazing job on their remodel. So if you're there at night, the vibe is pretty cool. The bar is beautiful. So go up, have a drink at the bar, have a glass of wine. Again, that was a really good experience. One of the things that was very interesting was they have their own bakery. They bake their own bread. They bake their own breadsticks. And for their pizza dough, they have sourdough bread, and that's fresh. So I just thought that was interesting, and I wanted you guys to know that. When it came to the food, the day I went for lunch, we had fish tacos, and we had, I personally had this beef sandwich. To be honest, it was probably both of them were maybe a 6.5 to 7 out of 10. Nothing, that I'm going to rave about on here. Again, I'm just trying to be honest. I wanted to go back at night with my wife because she loves sourdough. So we got the sourdough pizza and we tried the breadsticks. Breadsticks were pretty good. I mean, probably a 7 to 7.5 out of 10. The pizza, 7 to 7.5 out of 10. Different type of atmosphere from night to the daytime. If I were to go to OBJ's, in my opinion, the best time to go is during the day. Had a great experience both times, and would I go back? Absolutely. For business meeting, definitely that is some place where I would take my clients during the day. It's a great atmosphere, and of course, using or taking advantage of the beautiful Southern California weather. Pricing, as everybody knows, prices have really gone through the roof. I remember going to dinner or happy hour a year and a half ago, and it was $45 for a drink and some appetizers. Now, it's $70, $75. In way of service, we had really good service at that point in time. For me, I'm not going to harp too much on service. I know it just sort of bugs me sometimes when you go on Yelp and some of the demands people make are absolutely ridiculous. So all I would say to you is go out, and if it's taking an extra 10 minutes, get another glass of wine and chill out. I hate when people are giving these restaurants 1 star because the service was bad and it took 20 minutes extra or 15 minutes extra to get their food. So unless it's horrible, I am not going to sit here and bash service because it's not really high on my list of things that are important when I go out to eat. When I go out to eat, I want to have a drink, relax, talk, do whatever. and you know, a server taking an extra 10 minutes or 5 minutes to get me a water is not a huge deal. Okay, so there you have it, guys. First restaurant review of Temecula. Oscar's Brewing Company. More to come. We're gonna try and do one a week, and we have a ton of footage already done. So these are gonna start coming out. Hopefully you enjoy them and enjoy the restaurants that we suggest you go to. Thank you very much, and until next time from Exploring Temecula.